Now let's look at the concept of circle geometry. We have an isosceles triangle ABC has its vertices on a circle. If that's line AB, if AB equals 13 centimeters, BC equals 13 centimeters, and AC equals 10 centimeters. Calculate A, the height, BM of the triangle, B, the radius of the circle to the nearest whole centimeters. Now, let's solve this. Now, we have an isosceles triangle. So, its vertices on a circle. So, the first thing to do is to have a circle. So, we're going to have a circle. And then, an isosceles triangle is a triangle that two of its sides are equal. So, only two sides are equal. That's why if you observe, you have AB is 13 centimeters and BC2 is 13 centimeters. So, let's present it like this. So, let's have it like this. So its vertices are on a circle. So the vertices are on a circle. So we have B, let's say B. So let's say BC. Have AB is 13 centimeters and BC is 13 centimeters. So let me have here as, let's have here as A, here as C. So AB 13 centimeters, BC 13 centimeters, and then we have AC 10 centimeters. So here is 10 centimeters. Now they say we should calculate the height BM. So we have the height. So let's have here, let's use broken lines. So let's say, let's say with 10 centimeters. So let's say this is, let me have it, this is 10 centimeters, that's the whole of this. So let's say this is, this is our M, the midpoint. So 10 centimeters is the whole of this. Now, so we're asked to look for this, the length of this height. Now, but if you observe, if the whole of this is 10 centimeters and we have this midpoint M dividing this line into two equal parts. So here will be 5 centimeters, here will be 5 centimeters. So if we are looking for it, if we like, we can choose this way or choose this way. So all this place here is going to still be 1990. So if we like, we can choose this part, remove this part and calculate, or remove this part, is to still give us the same thing. So if we are going with this, let's say we take it like this. I have it like this. So here is 13 centimeters, here is B, here is A, and here is M. So we have here as 5 cm, and then we're looking for this place. Let's call it X. So, and don't forget here is 90. So what we're going to do, we apply Pythagoras theorem so as to get this X. So applying Pythagoras theorem, we're going to have the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. So we have 13 squared equals 5 squared plus x squared. So 13 squared is 169 equals 5 squared is 25 plus x squared. So we collect like terms, we're going to have, if you collect like terms, what we're going to have is 169 minus 25 equals x squared. So if you subtract this, you're going to have you're going to be having 144. So we're going to be having 169 minus 25 to give us 144. So we have 144 equals x squared. So if you like, you arrange it properly, so we can take this like this, but bring this one here is going to be minus x squared Take this one, give you minus 144. Now this minus can cancel this minus, so I have x squared equals 144. So the square root of, we want to eliminate this squared, so we take the square root of both sides. The square root of this square will cancel this square root, so I have x equals this square root of 144 is 12 centimeters. So we have b we have bm, which is the same thing as x, is the same thing as 12 centimeters. So we have gotten the answer to A. So this is for A. We've gotten our answer. This is for A, the height. So I've calculated the height. Now the next thing to do is to look at the B part of the question. The B part of this question says that the radius of the circle to the nearest whole number. Now we must apply a particular concept here now. Now while considering the radius, looking at this now, the radius is a line drawn from the center to any point of on the circumference. So let's say this is our center. Let's say this is the center of this circle. Let's say this is our midpoint. So if I draw a line from here to this place, or from here to here, this is the radius. So let's call this an O, center O. Now I have center O here. I'm looking for this radius. Now before I do this, we must also consider, let's consider an angle here. Let's say here is theta. So if I consider here as theta, I'm going to be having, if I look at this is what I mean. Let me put it here. So this is theta. If I have here theta, which is t here, I'm going to be looking at this. So let's say I'm looking for, this is opposite, I'm looking for this theta. Let's calculate theta. So opposite hypotenuse, opposite hypotenuse. So if I say sine theta is going to be the opposite, that's 5, or you use this one, opposite, that's opposite over hypotenuse. So sine theta is going to be equal to, the opposite is 5 centimeters over the hypotenuse, that's 13 centimeters. So I have sine theta is equal to, we divide 5 divided by 13. What we're going to have is 0.3846. Leave it in 4 digits. Now the next one is theta equals to sine inverse of this 0.3846. Now the sine inverse of this 0.3846, of the sine inverse, going to give you theta going to be 22.6 degrees. So that means this place is 22.6 degrees. So if I want to get the whole of B, if I want to calculate the whole of B, the whole of this B, I want to get angle for B. So angle B is going to give you 2 times 22.6, which will give you 45. So B is going to give you 45 degrees. 45, approximately 45 degrees, because here is 45.2. So approximately 45 degrees. So the angle here is 45 degrees for the whole of B, is 45 degrees. Now, if we have gotten the whole of the angle here for B as 45 degrees, now we can use this 45 degrees to get the whole of this angle. We can use this, if here is 45 degrees, we can use that to get the whole of this angle, angle O, to get the angle at this point, which is O. Now, the angle at O, permit me to raise this. the angle at O, if I've gotten the whole of this, if the whole of this is 45 degrees, I can use this to get the whole of this, because we have angle at the angle at center is equals to twice angle at circumference. That's one of the theorems. Circumference. So the angle at the center is twice the angle that is at the circumference. So meaning that if I want to get this, I can say 45 times 2 will give me this. So angle O is going to give you 2 times 45, which will give us 90 degrees. So if I have it as that's 90 degrees. So if I want to get, if here the whole of this is 45 degrees and the whole of the angle here, now, that means the whole of this angle now is going to give you 90 degrees. That's the whole of angle O. Now, if here is 45 degrees, is 90 degrees rather, I can get here. I can get this place, and I can also get this place. So how do I get this place? Is if the whole of this is 90 degrees, so just to divide this 90 by 2. So if I want to get here, this is going to give you 45 degrees. Here will be 45 degrees. So each of these will be 45 degrees. So I can now have a new shape like this. I can now have something like this, and these broken lines like this. So it's more of 90. So here is R, here is 45 degrees, and here is 5 centimeters. This is what I mean. If the whole of this is 90 degrees, and we said how do we get that? Is when you multiply this, it will give you this O. So the whole of this is 90 degrees. So if I want to get this place and this place, is to divide this 90 by 2. So here will be 45 degrees, here will be 45 degrees. So I can now have a new shape like this. Bring out this shape. So I have it here. Now, if I have this shape here, this is also the same thing as, this is opposite hypotenuse. So opposite hypotenuse is T sine. So sine 45 degrees going to give me opposite. The opposite is 5 over the hypotenuse, which is R. That's my radius, R. So I can now have it here. Let me continue it here. I can now have that from here. I can now have that sine 45. Sine 45 is 0.7071 equal to 5 over R. So sine 45, that's sine 45 is this, equals to this. So I cross multiply this. This is like over 1. So this times is going to give you R times 0.7071 equals to 5. So I divide both sides by, okay, let's finish. 0.7071 R equals 5. So R is going to give you 5, divide both sides by this. So I have 0.7071. So R is going to give you 5 divided by 0.7071. Going to give me 7.0 centimeters. So R is equal to 7 centimeters to the nearest whole centimeter. So the answer here is 7 centimeters. So this is how to arrive at this question. Now, thank you for watching. Do not forget to always like, to share, and to subscribe.